Let's compare the Garmin GPSMAP 67i to the Spot Gen 4. Quite a bit of difference in size here and some capabilities. Let's check it out and I'll let you know what I've found out after using the GPSMAP 67i for 1.5 to 2 years now, and the Gen 3 and the Gen 4 for about 5 years. So really fast, you can see size-wise, the 67i is about twice as big. Weight-wise, it feels about the same. 67i is probably a little bit heavier, but this has a built-in screen and some different keys down here or buttons, and you can do everything on the 67i. Honestly, the main differences real quick to let you know about is that this is a one-way satellite communicator and it does not navigate, and this one is a two-way satellite communicator and it will do about everything you want it to do. Probably will cook your breakfast too. The other main difference in these two devices is the 67i, in fact all Garmin products, have global pole-to-pole coverage. This does not. It has spots in the coverage and it has some good coverage over North America, South America, Africa, Europe. But anyway, there's gaps, and you can see on the screen. Make sure if you're going to travel that you're going to get coverage with this, the Spot Gen 4. So let's go over the 67i a little bit. Of course, it has the antenna, and as always, if you have an antenna, typically you're supposed to leave it to the sky. That's why I have this mounted here, because it gets the best reception with the satellites. It has a really big screen. You can see topo maps. You can see the messages, how you message. You use these buttons down here to select the letters and numbers, but then you can track back, you can see weather, and you can create courses. This thing really will do a lot, and in fact, that's one of the negatives is some people who don't like a lot of tech stuff and they get overwhelmed easy. This might be too much for you, but if you want a Garmin, then I would say look at the Garmin inReach Mini 2, because it does a lot, but it's not as complicated as the 67i. All right, so this has a spine adapter that connects to this backpack tether. If you want to know more about this backpack tether, you can see information in the description below. You can also check out a video right here where I actually show the backpack tether and how it works. On the back here is a flashlight, and there's a USB-C connection, and then on the top is the power button. On your right, my left, is the SOS cover. Open that up, depress it for about 3 seconds, and the search and rescue team or center will be contacted. There are all these buttons here, and this is how you maneuver around the menus and navigating and creating courses. So that's all there is to it. There's not a lot to it, but this is a very complicated device to learn. That's why I've created the playlist, and if you want to know more about that, then again, check out the information in the description below. All right, so on the Spot Gen 4, again, this is a one-way satellite communicator, and it has the power button here on your left, and then the SOS here is under the cover on this side, your right, and you open this up and depress it again, and you'll contact Search and Rescue Center. And then on the other side, this is really a custom message button, or it's for automotive. When you're out and maybe you get broken down, you can pay for a service that if you hit this button, then they'll come out and give you some help with your vehicle. Then there's a check-in button here. You can start and stop tracking here. This is a custom message here, and before you go out, you can go onto your computer and you can set these messages to say certain things. Now, I don't use this one over here for automotive. This one on the orange cover here on your left, I actually set it to say, hey, I'm in trouble. It's not life-threatening, but I need help. So if I don't want to hit SOS, but I need help and it's not that bad, then I'll hit this other one. But again, program it all ahead of time. There's a couple lights on here. There's a power button light, and then this one here says if it's sending the message. Again, it won't receive a message, but it will send the messages. So if you contact the Search and Rescue Center, they're going to get your information, but you can't communicate with them. And I really like to communicate with Search and Rescue because they can know more about your situation, send the right team. Maybe there's multiple people. They may need multiple teams. Maybe they need to airlift. And if they know your situation ahead of time, they can respond more effectively. So we'll make this really quick here is I do really like the Spot Gen 4, and the reason I would get the Gen 4 is if you don't have a lot of money, then you want something on your pack, at least you can contact Search and Rescue and you can send some information to family and friends, but you can also track. So if you set this tracking, then there's something with the computer on the link, and I guess if you have a smartphone also, then people can see where you're at when you're out and about. I think you can get this down to maybe a 5-minute tracking interval. I don't think it goes to 2, but you can change the intervals. I think maybe you can go to 10 minutes, but it's great because people can see you for not a whole lot of money. They can track where you're at, and then you can get help from Search and Rescue. I'll just add here that my favorite satellite communicator is the Garmin GPSMAP 67i right here. I love this one here, and it's great if you're new to the market and you don't have a lot of money, you just want something on your pack, or if you don't want to communicate with people, but you only want to be able to send the SOS message, then this Gen 4 is perfect for you. But what I've found over time is I like to be able to navigate besides besides just hitting that SOS button. I like the two-way message, and I like to be able to see weather. I like to create courses. When I'm out here with this and all of a sudden there's a different course or something happens, or I'm out for a week and I say, hey, I want to go over here, I can create a course on this device. I love it. I didn't think that I would like the 67i as much as I do, but it has become my #1 satellite communicator. Well, that's it. Here's the differences between the two. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you and visit with you about if you like one or the other better, or if you have any questions or you want to disagree with me. I'll take that too. Well, thanks for joining me out here in Colorado at Outdoor Emergency Tech, and I'll see you back out here soon in another video.